Hello everyone, welcome back to Tartan Samurai Gaming. And today we are playing the 1991 Konami arcade classic Sunset Riders, a scrolling cowboy shoot 'em up with platform elements. Good fun, colourful game this. So let's just get into it. I'm going to take a lot of credits because I haven't played this game for about 20 years, so let's see how we go. Level 1, we're going to take down Simon Greedwell. So you basically scroll along the level from left to right, but you can also jump up. I'll stop off to get a drink on the way, of course. So you can use the jump button to traverse between the two different levels, as and when required, really. So just keep moving along. Good fun game this. I first played this in an arcade from about 1993, I think, in an arcade near my hometown in Glasgow. And yeah, it was a good fun game. Don't think I ever managed to play it to a finish, but I remember thinking it wasn't as difficult as a lot of the arcade games of the time. These bull runs can be tricky though. And again, it's it's quite a easily accessible game. You notice how it gives you directions for what to do to deal with particular hazards. You know, it advises you to jump down there to avoid the flames and so on. Oh, we're now using two pistols. Oh, but those chickens are a warning that there's more cattle incoming. So, get up and run. More to come. Oh dear. Yeah. I always get caught out with that one. And don't forget, whenever an enemy drops a bag of money, that's usually your cue to get a bonus. So here's the first boss. So, quite simple really. We want to blow up those two barrels that are in front of him, because they are blocking us from actually shooting him directly. And take out his associates on the balconies as well. Watch out for the bullets. Pretty simple stuff this, he said as he got shot. Right, so both barrels are down now, which means we can focus on the boss exclusively, and he himself won't actually take that long. Although we are down to a single pistol now. Let's just move back and forth, avoid the bullets. Oh dear. Shouldn't be long now. Yep, he's flashing red, and we know what that means for an arcade boss. He's almost done, and there he goes. Level 1 is down.
Marry me with my money.
So, $10,000 for taking down the boss. Oh, we get an extra life as well. So, level 2. Hawkeye Hank is the enemy. And to start off, we're on horseback here. So, something a little different. But again, we can still shoot in every direction. So, it's, again, nice little variation to the gameplay here. So, we just keep running and shooting. There weren't actually that many sort of cowboy-themed games out in the 90s, so this was kind of an outlier. I think it was at a time when people were becoming a bit aware of the kind of the social aspect of cowboys not actually being the good guys, despite what old movies would tell you. So, you know, there was that kind of aspect to it. I think cowboys kind of went out of fashion, but this is still a very good game. And actually, one of the characters that you could play as was a Mexican as well, just to show that, you know, it wasn't all just generic cowboy characters. I think Cormano was the name of the Mexican. He wore a pink sombrero, and quite a fun-looking character. But all the characters in this are very colourful, as you can see. It's just a good, light-hearted bit of fun. This was made by Konami about the same time that they made the Simpsons game, and you can see it uses a completely different game, obviously, but it uses a very similar colour palette. Just very vibrant images on the screen. Pretty decent quality as well for the time. There was a Mega Drive Genesis port of this, and I think there was in the Super Nintendo as well, but it didn't quite live up to the arcade. And the arcade also allowed for up to 4 players, so I think it may have actually used the same engine as the Simpsons game that we played through previously on the channel. So, you know, good game, I think, and I'm enjoying this so far. I really should have revisited this game a lot sooner. Now, here is our second boss, and again, he's taking cover behind crates and so on. So again, you want to take out his subordinates first. With this guy, you have to kind of wait until he tries to shoot you and then get shots off at him, like so. So, with a bit of timing, you can learn to anticipate where he's going to go next and line your shots up accordingly. I'm a little bit behind the times here, but we're getting there slowly but surely. He sure likes to dive about, this guy. But we are breaking him down slowly but surely. See, the mistake I made the first time I played this was thinking I could shoot out those blue crates, but you can't. You have to follow the bad guy's movements and hit him when he stands up. Shouldn't be too long now. Oh. Yeah, he's getting increasingly desperate with his movements now, and he's flashing bright red. So I think I'll just wait for him to come to me. Yeah. Again, I love the colourful graphics here. This really was the golden age of bright, colourful arcade games. Oh, and he's coming out for a head-on shootout now. Ah, but that's him. He's down. Level clear. And on to part 3. Oh, bonus stage. What are we doing here? Shoot enemies. Okay. Ah, alright. It's a sort of a Mad Dog McCree style thing. Interesting. Easier said than done, though. Guys pop up and go very quickly. Starting to get the hang of it now, though. Oh, they're coming thick and fast here, though. Wow. Wait a minute, guys. Slow down here. The guys I'm hitting here, it is more by luck than design. 28 out of 50, that's not bad. I'll take that. Usually over 50% is a pass rate, isn't it? Oh. Dark Horse is our boss for level 3. Oh. Quick stop in to visit the girl. Oh dear. That's gonna hurt. Ow! Certainly a big explosion. Anything going on in the salon? Yeah, of course there is. Steve, keep your eye on the job. watch out for those rakes, otherwise you'll end up having a Sideshow Bob moment, like the Simpsons character. As you can see, the enemy deployment here is definitely getting a bit tougher as we move through the levels. There's more enemies firing in multiple directions. I'm going to use this rope to get over the firebombs. Oh dear. That's alright, we got him. And on we go. Another saloon. And another girl. Oh, Steve, you cad. We're moving through at a pretty fast pace here, and I think this is the boss now. Yep. So we're going to shoot the rider of the horse. Okay. Yeah, so don't touch the horse, because the horse will knock you down. Okay, noted. Dear. This is a tough boss. This is a very tough boss. Yep, the horse seems to have some sort of armor on his head. Oh, horse armor. About 20 years before that became an issue for gaming. For those who don't know, horse armor was infamously one of the first microtransactions in a mainstream video game. I believe I think it was Skyrim. It's a game I'd never played, but yeah, they charge money for you to put armor on your horse. Unfortunately, people fell for it, and we now have games that are riddled with microtransactions everywhere. But that's a story for another day. At least in the arcade days, when you put money in, you knew exactly what you were getting. This is a tough boss. I don't remember this boss, which makes me think maybe I never actually reached it when I played the game before. Right, it's flashing red now, can't be too much longer. Hopefully. Ow! Oh! There we go, he's down. Okay. Oh, what's happening? The Smith brothers. Okay. Couple of shady looking characters. Right, rescued the girl. Okay, thank you. Right. Steve, you can play around with your lady friends later, we've got work to do here. Ah, okay, so we can use the chandelier to dodge the fire. That's interesting. We'll take down this bad guy first. I think like any sort of twin villains, as soon as you take down one, the other one becomes a bit easier as well. So we'll focus on taking down this one guy first of all. Oh, that looked painful. Right, one's down. Rescue the damsel. Right. Steve, fornicate later, we got work to do. Right, okay. And like I said, when you take one villain out, the second one instantly becomes a lot easier to deal with. Just hop back and forth on this chandelier here. Drop down, but that's okay. Alright, and he's down. Mission cleared. Oh, and Steve now gets to enjoy his girly show. Oh, what a man.
Oh, you boys are so kind.
Okay. I think this is the setup for the final level, perhaps. So Richard Rose is our main villain, but he's got 3 sidekicks that we have to take out as well along the way. Again, I never finished this game, so I'm not exactly sure how many levels it has. But you know, most arcade games, it's probably not that many, I wouldn't think. Although that Simpsons game went on for a bit, so maybe. If this is the same programming team. Ah, oh, just made it. Ow. Look painful. Oh, I just got Dennis hoppered. Right. Oh. Jump over that again. Admittedly, this is a lot easier than the train level in Revenge of Shinobi. Right, okay, so this must be one of the bad guys. Okay, and he seems to have some sort of trash can shield. Okay. It's creative. Ow. So I guess what we've got to do here is just keep moving around and trying to bait him into letting his guard down. And when he does, we shoot. That whip has a really long range. Lethal. Dear. This is tricky. Not quite sure what to do here because I'm just getting... If you don't go and attack him, he'll just use the whip, and if you go and attack him, he'll just whip you anyway, so you're getting whipped either way. Not fun. Unless you're into that sort of thing, I don't know, I'm not going to judge. Top my credits up a little bit here because this is getting expensive. This is where you can tell this is an arcade machine, because this boss was clearly designed just to extract as much money from you as possible. Because it seems to be almost impossible to hit him without getting hit yourself. Right, it's flashing red now, so I think we're getting somewhere, albeit very slowly. Goodness sake, this is tough. Right, we've got him moving around a bit now, which makes it slightly easier. Apologies folks, I am really making a mess of this boss. I don't exactly know what the strategy is, because it seems like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Collision detection's a bit unfair there as well, because he was nowhere near me there and he still managed to whip me. I'm glad when this fight's over. Not enjoying this. It's a shame, it's been a good game so far, but this just feels unfair. If anybody has a strategy for how to beat this guy properly, please feel free to share it in the comments, because I'm pretty sure I didn't do that right. Okay, he's down. So, 3 more bad guys to go. Oh, another bonus stage. Okay. Alright. Okay, this feels a bit easier this time. Just as they say that, I start missing them. .25 out of 50? Yeah, not bad, I suppose. I think that is designed for multiple players, because obviously if you had 2 sets of eyes on that, it would be a lot easier. Oh dear, we're shooting indigenous people now. Just remember folks, it's only a game, no need to get overly political about it. And it was a game made in Japan, which is not exactly known for its cultural sensitivity with these things, so, you know, there is that. Sheer volume of enemies is increasing here. Ooh, 1 up. Nice. $1,000. That's nice. It's an interesting dynamic having these little lifts. Okay. Next part. Ah, this will be the boss. Oh dear. Well, at least this is a boss where if you can judge his movements, it will be a bit easier, hopefully. Once I learn the movement pattern, I should be able to... Oh dear. So the key is to dodge those knife attacks. They've definitely made the bosses more difficult in these later stages. Well, I mean, they should. It's a game, like, you know, they should have progressive difficulty, I suppose, but it feels like there's a bit of a steep jump here since I cleared that 3rd level. But we'll get there. Yeah, this guy's already flashing red, so it should be a bit easier than the last boss, hopefully. Oh. Oh dear. Right. Right. The chief is going down momentarily. He's down.
Please, please, don't shoot my brother. He's only following orders.
All right, ma'am. We won't shoot him.
Steve says after shooting him about 15,000 times. Nice touch though. Nice touch that they at least showed some compassion there. That was good. Oh, this guy looks aggressive. Oh, another horse riding level. Good. I enjoyed the first one. That was a nice touch there with the Native American. I think maybe Konami were aware of the sensitivities around it even then. Good for them. Although saying don't shoot my brother after you've already shot him about 25 times in the previous 10 minutes is kind of funny. But anyway, moving on. I think it's in keeping with the light-hearted nature of this game. It is supposed to be almost a kind of a parody of cowboy movies, I guess. Not to be taken seriously at all. And you know, video games generally shouldn't be taken too seriously. I think that's why I prefer playing older games. Is a lot of modern games are just people get far too serious in their fandom, and it's not fun. Okay, has he got? Looks like some kind of Uzi. Oh dear. Right. So I guess we have to jump and shoot here. Watch out for the grenade fellows above. Okay. Actually doesn't seem that difficult at all. Just watch out for the grenades and keep shooting the... I mean, it's difficult, sure, but there's a logical pattern to this one, which seems a lot fairer than that first boss on the train. He said as he added extra credits just to make sure he gets through the game. And he's down. Yeah, that was quite an easy boss actually, all things considered.
Bye-bye.
Right, I guess we're on to the last boss now. In we go. Yep, Richard Rose. Oh, that's gonna hurt. What's in here? No, we can't go in there. Okay. Ouch. There we go. Lots of explosions in this game, but it's fun. It kind of reminds me of, if any of you have ever played the game Rolling Thunder, kind of stylistically feels a bit similar to that. That was a sort of a James Bond type sort of secret agent themed game, but the same idea. You run along 2 levels, platform shooting. Not as colourful or, in my opinion, as fun as SunsetRiders though. First little bit of progressive platforming there. That was interesting. Oh dear. Oh, that's gonna hurt. We need to use the Gatling gun to bring down that bridge. Okay, we can do that. I think. Take out the bad guys first. There we go. There we go. And onward. Oh, what are these red guys all about? They're new. Haven't seen them before. Right, I guess this must be Mr. Rose's hideout. Oh dear. He's an English guy. Why is it in American movies the bad guys are always English? Must just be something about the accent, I don't know. But it is quite curious how many movies, you know, set in the US or with US type characters, the bad guy always has an English accent. I'm going to take out this little rose bush in front of the boss and I think we'll be able to hit him directly, hopefully. There we go. Yeah, I knew he would start hopping about because that would just be too simple otherwise. This feels more like a duel though, it's a, you know, for a boss it's a pretty decent battle. And he's down. Ha. Of course. Oh, you villains, you always have a way out, don't you? Right, still, shouldn't be too much longer. He's already flashing red. He'll be down momentarily. And it's over.
Bit of bad luck.
The rose is busted. And with that, we get our reward. game is clear. So our heroes ride off into the sunset. So, that concludes today's playthrough. I hope you enjoyed that. Something a little bit different. Arcade classic. If you did enjoy it, please give us a follow here at Tartan Samurai Gaming. New retro gaming content every day on the channel. And thank you for watching. I will see you all next time.